Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the star of our show, Terry.
Hey there, music lovers. Welcome to another fantastic episode of The Music and Me. I'm your host, Terry, and today I've got something extra special in store for you. So get ready to dive into the beats, the rhythms, and the magic that's making waves at the Grammys 2024. We're about to embark on a musical journey like no other as we shine a spotlight on the top nominated songs that are creating a symphony of excitement in the air. But before we kick things off, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow me on social media. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single note of what's coming your way. Now, let's turn up the volume and let the music speak, because after all, it's not just the music and the nominees, it's the music and me, and all of you. So buckle up, tune in, and let's get this musical celebration started. Let's take a stroll down the memory lane of musical excellence, the Grammy Awards. Picture this. It's 1959. Elvis Presley is dominating the charts, and the first ever Grammy Awards take the stage. The brainchild of the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences. The Grammys were born to honor outstanding achievements in the music industry. It's like the Oscars, but with more drum solos and fewer red carpets. Though I bet even back then, those rock and roll legends had some serious style. Fast forward to today, and the Grammys have become the pinnacle of musical recognition. From the Beatles to Beyoncé, every music artist has crossed the Grammy stage, leaving a trail of memorable performances, iconic fashion moments, and acceptance speeches that could rival Shakespearean dramas. It's the night where genres collide, where legends are crowned, and where music history is made. So, dear listeners, as we gear up for the Grammys 2024, let's salute the legacy, the tunes, and the magic that have defined this extraordinary journey through the decades. The Grammy Awards boast 4 major categories that serve as the pinnacle of recognition in the music industry. It is important to note that while these categories hold significant prominence, they are not the only categories in the Grammys. There are tons. These 4, however, are considered the major categories. Song of the Year pays homage to the brilliance of songwriting, honoring the composition that not only captivates ears, but also resonates with cultural and emotional depth. Album of the Year takes us on a journey through musical landscapes, celebrating the cohesive masterpieces that defines an artist's body of work for the year. Record of the Year shifts the focus to the overall production and performance of a single track, recognizing the symbiotic harmony between artists, producers, and engineers that create an unforgettable sonic experience. Lastly, the Best New Artist category is a springboard for emerging talents, acknowledging those who have burst onto the scene with innovation, creativity, and a promising future. These 4 categories together represent the heartbeat of the Grammys, where excellence in songcraft, album creation, sonic execution, and new artistic endeavors are celebrated on music's grandest stage. With the Grammys knocking on our musical doors in just a few days, I've decided to throw on my prediction hat and spill the beans on the ultimate showdown. I've been swimming in a sea of nominated songs and albums, and now I'm ready to share the juiciest scoop on who's likely to snag the golden gramophones, who I'm secretly rooting for. I might have some favorite dance moves for certain nominees, and what the predicted winners will be. It's a musical roller coaster, and you're invited to join the ride. So crank up the volume, grab your air guitar, and let's dive into the Grammy predictions extravaganza. Get ready to groove, laugh, and maybe even disagree with my picks. It's all fair game in the electrifying world of music magic. I'm kicking off the Grammy category breakdown with none other than the heartbeat of the music world, the Song of the Year. This is also my favorite category because, I love songs. This category is where the poetry of sound takes center stage. From soul-stirring ballads to infectious anthems, I've immersed myself in the sonic tapestry of each nominee, ready to dish out my take on who deserves that golden gramophone. The Song of the Year category at the Grammys holds a special place in the musical pantheon. It's not just about catchy hooks or foot-tapping beats. It's a celebration of the very essence of songcraft. This category recognizes the tunes that transcend time, leaving an indelible mark on the cultural and emotional landscape. From anthems that ignite social movements to ballads that capture the complexities of the human experience, the Song of the Year nominees represent the storytelling power of music. It's where the artists bare their souls through lyrics and melodies, creating sonic journeys that resonate universally. This year's Grammy nominations are like a treasure trove of sonic delights, and trust me, I've binged on each and every nominee's track so much that they are now stuck in my head. It's a musical feast, and everyone's got their own buffet of favorites, the critics, the fans, and yours truly. Picture this: A&W by Lana Del Rey, Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift, Butterfly by Jon Batiste, Dance the Night by Dua Lipa, Flowers by Miley Cyrus, Kill Bill by SZA, Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo, and What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish. That sounds like a playlist that could set the world on fire, right? Now, let me spill the tea on my top picks. Dance the Night by Dua Lipa is practically the anthem of my life right now. If I had a dime for every time I danced to it, I'd be rolling in dough. In fact, I just danced to it right before I recorded this podcast. Flowers by Miley Cyrus is another gem. Relatable and catchy, it's like a musical mirror reflecting my soul. What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish is hauntingly beautiful, and Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo, Kill Bill by SZA, and Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift have been my pre-Grammy playlist staples. These songs have practically moved into my head and set up camp. Did you know that Lana Del Rey's nominated song is a whopping 7 minutes long? That's practically a musical saga. It's a beauty, but you might need a snack halfway through. According to the Oracle of the Music World, Billboard, the predicted winner is leaning towards What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish. Or maybe it'll be Anti-Hero or Flowers stealing the spotlight. But if I had to say, my hope is on Dance the Night because, let's face it, it's practically the soundtrack of my life right now. But I would love for Flowers to win because that's the one song I love to sing along to. Come Sunday, the Grammy stage will turn into a musical battleground, and we'll see who emerges victorious. Will it be my dance anthem or Billie Eilish's soul-stirring creation? We shall see. Hello, everyone. Here's your backstage pass to the quirky world of Grammy Award trophies. The iconic golden statuette that artists around the globe dream of clutching is no ordinary trophy. It's a gramophone. Yep, the Grammy folks decided to give a playful salute to the days when music came on vinyl, and skip was the ultimate four-letter word. While other award shows are going through design makeovers faster than a pop star changes outfits, the Grammys are like, nah, we're going to keep it retro. So when your favorite artist is thanking their cat and you're eyeing that golden gramophone on TV, just remember, it's not only a symbol of their musical genius, but also a stylish shout out to the days when music was a little scratchy and record players were cool. So go ahead, let your inner rock star shine and imagine your shower serenades deserve their own golden gramophone moment. And now back to our episode. Now, hold on to your dancing shoes because we're stepping into the glitzy world of the Record of the Year at the Grammys. Now, you might be wondering, isn't that the same as Song of the Year? Well, my friends, it's like comparing apples and dancing oranges. While Song of the Year honors the poetic brilliance of the songwriting, Record of the Year is all about the entire production spectacle. The beats, the melodies, the slick guitar riffs, and even the hidden cowbell that makes you involuntarily nod your head. It's the ultimate high-energy showdown where sonic superheroes battle it out for supremacy. It's not just about the words. It's about the whole musical shebang, and I'm about to spill the glittery details. This year's nominees are not just awesome. They're the kind of musical magic that makes your soul do the cha-cha. Now, pay attention because this category is like a remix of the Song of the Year list with some surprise tracks thrown in. I've binged on every single one of them, and let me tell you, Cupid himself couldn't have crafted a more love-worthy playlist. We've got Worship by John Batiste, Not Strong Enough by Boy Genius, Flowers by Miley Cyrus, What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish, On My Mama by Victoria Monet, Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo, Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift, and Kill Bill by SZA. It's like the Avengers of music assembled to blow our minds. Now, I've got my personal favorites in this Sonic smorgasbord. Flowers, What Was I Made For, Anti-Hero, and Kill Bill have practically become my musical BFFs. But, hold up. Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo is a firework, and Worship by John Batiste is like a religious experience for your eardrums. Oh, and that Boy Genius track? Awesome. Choosing a favorite is like trying to pick a favorite flavor of ice cream. It depends on the mood, but today my dancing shoes are on, so Flowers, you've got my vote, because I also dance to Flowers a lot, in case I haven't mentioned that before. Billboard's playing fortune teller again, predicting the record of the year crown might land on Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, or even Boy Genius. It's like trying to predict the next plot twist in a blockbuster movie. Impossible. Taylor, Billie, Boy Genius, may the foot-tappingest track win. Grammy night is going to be a roller coaster, and we're all strapped in for the ride of our musical lives. All right. Musical thrill seekers. Now it's time to talk about the Grammy category that's like the red carpet of musical debuts, the Best New Artist Award. Picture this, a musical playground where fresh faces, unheard beats, and untold stories step into the spotlight. It's not just about recognizing talent, it's like opening a treasure chest of sonic gems waiting to be discovered. This category is the launchpad for the next big thing in the industry. A musical rite of passage that catapults artists from the garage to the grand stage. Winning Best New Artist isn't just a trophy, it's an invitation to join the elite ranks of music stardom. It's not just about the now, it's about the promise of what's to come. All right, let's dive into the pool of musical talent that's fresher than a minty fresh beat. Now, I'll be honest, I hadn't caught wind of half of these musical sorcerers, but that's the beauty of this episode. It's like a treasure hunt for audio gems, and I'm dragging you along for the ride. First up, we've got Gracie Abrams, the indie pop enchantress who weaves lyrical spells that stick with you like glitter at a carnival. Her tunes are like sonic paintings that belong in the Louvre of our playlist. Now let's talk about Fred again. The ellipsis itself says there's more to the story, and his genre-hopping abilities are like a DJ playing musical hopscotch. One moment you're in techno wonderland, the next you're sipping tea with some soulful beats. Ice Spice. The name alone is cooler than the flip side of a pillow. This mystery artist is like a sonic ninja, blending spices from different genres, creating a musical stir that's leaving us all curious and craving more. Jelly Roll? Now that's a name that sticks, just like his gritty and raw hip-hop tales. He's the storyteller of the streets, turning beats into the soundtrack of the urban jungle. Coco Jones? A rising star with the voice of a siren. R&B and pop are her playground, and she's swinging from genre to genre like a musical gymnast. Noah Kahan, the folk pop troubadour whose melodies are like a warm hug on a chilly day, he's got a way of turning the simplicity of life into a symphony that speaks to your soul. Victoria Monet, R&B royalty in the making. Her voice is the crown jewel of the genre, and her lyrics are like pages torn from a love story that hits you right in the feels. Last but not least, the Warren Treaty, a dynamic duo that's turning genres upside down. They're like the Bonnie and Clyde of musical exploration, leaving a trail of sonic explosions wherever they go. These rising stars are about to set the music world ablaze, and we're here for the front row seats. I dipped my toes into the sonic seas of these new artists, and let me tell you, they were all like wizards casting spells on my ears. Among this galaxy of talent, one artist emerged as my musical soulmate, Noah Kahan. His voice, pure magic. His tunes, laid back and cool like a breeze on a summer day. If there's a crown for the laid-back king of music, Noah's wearing it. But hold up, the roller coaster of vibes doesn't stop there. Enter Jelly Roll, the musical chameleon with a selection that's more diverse than a flavor explosion at an ice cream shop. One minute he's hitting you with heart-wrenching ballads, and the next he's dropping beats that'll make your grandma breakdance. According to the Billboard Oracle, The Crown might be heading Noah's way. And you know what? That's a party I want to be at. Imagine the confetti raining down as Noah Kahan takes the throne. A moment that'll go down in music history. Now, if by some cosmic twist, Noah's spaceship lands on another planet, we've got Ice Spice and Victoria Monet ready to snatch that crown. These artists are like Avengers of the music world, each bringing their unique superpowers to the stage. Before this musical journey, these names were just letters strung together. Now, they're the maestros orchestrating the soundtrack of my life. I've got a playlist longer than a CVS receipt, and I'm eagerly awaiting to see who will be the next shooting star in the music universe. All I can say is, whoever takes the crown, they've earned it, and my applause is ready to shake the cosmos. Last but not least, we're going to dive into the heart of the Grammy galaxy, the Album of the Year category. It's not just about individuals, it's a creation of the full sonic buffet served up by the artist. Think of it as a musical feast where every track is a different dish, and the whole album is a 5-course meal for your ears. From the epic overtures of concept albums to the electric vibes of genre-blending masterpieces, Album of the Year is where artists paint their most extensive canvases. It's not just about the singles you hear on repeat, it's about the hidden gems waiting to be discovered in the depths of the track list. So get ready to explore the musical universe, one full-length masterpiece at a time, as I unravel the magic behind the nominees for the Album of the Year. I just dove into a musical rainbow with the nominees for Album of the Year, and let me tell you, it was a wild ride. Picture this, a musical buffet featuring the creme de la creme of albums. I tried to devour them all, but let's face it, albums are like a bottomless bag of Skittles. You can't finish them all in one sitting. This year's menu includes gems like World Music Radio by Jon Batiste, The Record by Boy Genius, Endless Summer Vacation by Miley Cyrus, Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard by Lana Del Rey, The Age of Pleasure by Janelle Monáe, Guts by Olivia Rodrigo, Midnights by Taylor Swift, and the SOS Alarm from SZA. Genres? Oh, they were all over the place, from alternative to pop. It was a musical roller coaster, and I was living for it. Now, let's talk favorites. Miley's Endless Summer Vacation stole my heart faster than a catchy chorus. Those songs were like a tropical getaway for my ears, and Flowers? Well, let's just say I'm the world champion of belting along to it in the car. But wait, Jon Batiste World Music Radio? Smooth vibes and happy feels galore. His voice is like butter in the songs. A one-way ticket to a carefree paradise. And who could forget SZA's SOS? I've been on that musical journey since the first episode of the season. A sonic roller coaster you don't want to miss. Now, Taylor Swift, I gave your album a spin, but I confess, I've never been the biggest Swiftie. I like most of her songs, just not all of them. So, not my favorite, but do love the songs that were nominated. Olivia Rodrigo's Guts, though, pure pop perfection. I guess I've got a soft spot for that pop sound. According to the Billboard fortune teller, the crown for Album of the Year might land on SZA's head, or maybe Taylor Swift, or Boy Genius. Who knows? It's like trying to predict the weather in a musical wonderland. Come Sunday, I'll be crossing my fingers for Miley's album, but let's be real. Taylor Swift winning a bunch of awards, that's practically a Grammy tradition. Tune in, people, because this musical roller coaster is about to hit its peak on Grammy night, and I can't wait to see that. And there you have it, music enthusiast. As we wrap up this sensational episode of The Music and Me, we've taken a thrilling journey through the rich history of the Grammys, dissected the heartbeat of the major categories, and danced our way through the top nominees. From the soul-stirring ballads vying for Song of the Year to the sonic spectacles contending for Record of the Year, we've dived deep into the musical universe. As Grammy night approaches, the excitement is palpable and the predictions are in the air. Will it be the dance anthem claiming victory, or will Billie Eilish's soul-stirring creation steal the spotlight? The Record of the Year contenders are ready to make our hearts race, and in the Best New Artist category, a constellation of rising stars awaits their moment in the spotlight. And let's not forget the grand finale, the Album of the Year. From tropical getaways with Miley Cyrus to the smooth vibes of Jon Batiste, each nominee is a masterpiece in its own right. As we anticipate the crowning glory, we'll be holding our breath, crossing our fingers, and dancing to the beats of anticipation. And speaking of anticipation, this year, I find myself looking forward to the Grammy Awards more than ever before because of this episode. I don't usually tune in because I'm not familiar with who's nominated, but this time I'm eager to see who will take home the coveted gramophone trophy. The performances are what I'm most excited about. That's my favorite part of any award show. The stage comes alive with the magic of music, and I can't wait to be swept away by the rhythms and melodies. But the excitement doesn't end there. Join me next week for a special episode where we'll delve into the enchanting realm of Super Bowl halftime shows. With the Super Bowl just around the corner, I'll be sharing my favorite performances from the past, reminiscing about the iconic moments that have graced the halftime stage, my favorite part of the Super Bowl. It's a celebration of music and spectacle, and I invite you to join me on this journey as we gear up for another unforgettable music experience. So, dear listeners, buckle up for the musical roller coaster that is the Grammys 2024. Whether your favorite takes home the Golden Gramophone or not, one thing is for sure. The magic of music will continue to resonate in our hearts, echoing the timeless melodies that connect us all. Until next time, keep the music alive, stay groovy, and let the rhythm of life carry you into the next musical adventure. See you on the flip side, where the beats never stop and the magic is everlasting. And don't forget to join me for the Super Bowl halftime show special next week. It's bound to be a blast. Peace out, everybody. This has been the Music in Me podcast. Subscribe now so you don't miss a beat.